Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Memorial services for Lena H. Sinclair, age 84, of Crane Hill, will be at 2 p.m. on Friday at Livingston Chapel United Methodist Church in Crane Hill. The Reverend Kenneth Graham and Ron Gilbreth will officiate. Moss Service is directing. Miss Sinclair passed away Saturday at Woodland Village Healthcare. The family will receive friends 1 to 2 p.m. Friday at the church. Funeral services for Roy Kelly of Cullman will be at 2 p.m. today at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Herman Lambert officiating, burial in Duck River Cemetery. Cullman Funeral directing. Mr. Kelly passed away Sunday. Funeral services for Roy Buford Scott, age 87, of Murphy, North Carolina, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Antioch Baptist Church. Sam Hollis and Samuel Tucker officiating. Interment in the church cemetery. Cullman Funeral Home in charge. Mr. Scott passed away Sunday in North Carolina. Visitation will be 10 to 11 a.m. Thursday at the church. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
And welcome to Today on 2. It is Wednesday the 27th.
You don't sound very chipper this morning.
Oh, I'm just a little tired.
Normally you sound very upbeat, but welcome to Channel 2.
Well, I'm not a polar bear or a penguin this morning. So I got up, I walked in the studio, and I told him, I said, this cold weather's not good for an old man's knees.
Old man's knees, oh my gosh.
So, well, I'm in the floor a lot on all fours during the show, so I'm constantly like scurrying around, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal because I'm 21, so I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
And I got there, and let me tell you, I have never been so sore.
And tell everybody, of course, in case they don't know.
If you don't know, I'm going to be in a production of Birmingham Children's Theater's Charlotte's Web. I'll be playing the part of Wilbur. So I'm a little pig that has to scurry around the floor, and it opens in a week and 6 days.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So for 900 children.
900 children.
We've sold out, and we've started having to add Monday shows, because normally Mondays are dark for the theater world where we don't perform. So we've had to add Monday performances, but we were in rehearsals, and they said, okay, you've got to, if anyone is familiar with the book, Charlotte tells Wilbur to run around, let me see if you're radiant. So I have to run around, I have to do a front flip, I have to do a back flip, I have to do a toe touch, and then I have to do the splits.
The splits? Are you going to be doing that?
I haven't done the splits in a good 7 months. Because I was in Wallace State Singers in the theater department, so I was able to do them at one point in my life. So needless to say, this week has been stretching, getting ready and prepared, and
getting this body together.
I went down in the splits the other day. This is why I'm not perky this morning. I'm sore.
Well, I interrupted you. You're about to introduce the weather, weren't you?
Well, going back to one of the reasons why my knees are hurting is because of this 20-degree temperature.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look at our weather for today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Let's take a look at what our almanac is going to tell us. The average high is 70 degrees, and the average low is 41 degrees.
Boy, is that a misnomer there.
Lies everywhere that you look. The record high in the state, 19 1998 was 82 degrees, must be nice, and the low was 70 degrees in 1955. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:39 and sunset tonight at 7:04. Let's take a look at our radar picture. We don't have any activity moving our direction, but there always seems to be a little white. just above us. But yeah, our area looks really clear. So let's take a look at our forecast on what's supposed to be for today. It doesn't have the temperature right now, and it really should have the temperature at the present moment on the screen.
I think it's like 26 or 27 degrees, yeah.
All right, well, the forecast for today, it'll be sunny with a high near 52. Tonight, cloudy with a low near 33. Tomorrow, about the same temperature, but partly sunny with a high near 57. Tomorrow, Friday, partly sunny with a 20% chance of rain and a high near 61. And Saturday, 30% chance of rain, high near 64. And that chance of rain continues through Monday with highs in the upper 60s.
Okay, so at least progressively it will get warmer.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's really funny because the temperature difference between Birmingham and Coleman is not that much of a difference. But traveling back and forth, I'll have a snow flurry or two on the way to work, and I'll get there and it's sunny and people are out in short sleeves, and I'm like, why can't I have that up here?
Yeah, good gracious. Yeah, and I understand in Nashville, because that's where my kids live. They had snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had
it actually stuck to the ground.
Yeah. So yesterday morning, I think. So anyway, so I guess we're fortunate. At least we don't have that.
I just watched it melt on my car.
Yeah, there have been snow flurries in the middle of March.
It was just a gentle reminder that it is this cold.
Yes,
it went away,
definitely. It's hard to figure out what to wear because it's still cold.
Oh, it really is.
You know, but I don't know.
We've got people from New York that come in, or Philadelphia, that's in the show, and they're all the time walking around in short sleeves anywhere they go.
Yeah.
But they said that they hated Alabama because you had an entire year's worth of weather in 1 week.
Yeah.
They said you go through all 4 seasons in 1 week, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
But it's so true.
It is true. Yeah, because if you don't like this, hang around. It will change, definitely.
Well, let's check our Facebook friend of the day and just see what they're all about today.
And that's Bob Keefe. Of course, that's old good Bob from Berkeley Bob's, and he likes folk music and history. Of course he does, because he is. They do all kinds of folk music over at his place.
He likes
Berkeley
coffee,
Bob's
too.
Coffee.
I'm
Yes.
just going to take an assumption there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he does. But anyway, so thanks for being our friend, Bob. We appreciate it. And, of course, if you want to be a friend, just like us on Channel 2, spell out the number 2 Coleman on the web.
And who is going to be our guest for today?
Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is going to be here, hopefully. And we never know what he's going to talk about.
He always tells us.
Yeah, he does when he walks in. So we'll be visiting with him, hopefully.
Well, George Spear is also here, and we'll have some prizes to give away, and I think it's a pizza for today.
Oh.
So if you want some lunch, stick around.
Wow.
We'll be right back after these commercial words.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference. Time for news and comment on this Wednesday morning. Looking at news around the county here. Those of you who live on the east side of Coleman County and District 11, when it comes to representatives, that is, will be, some may be happy, some may be sad to know Randall Shedd has won the runoff election against Danny Aldridge. Randall will be facing off against Kelly Evans come May in the election between
a Republican and a Democrat, but to give you the totals here, Randall got 1,621 votes, and Danny Aldridge got 1,155. So we'll see what happens come May. And again, though, I have not seen any kind of advertisement. I've not seen any. I don't travel on the east side very much. Maybe Kelly has got some signs up, but I've not seen any anywhere, and around here anyway. Coleman, the city has decided to give the Park and Recreation Department $150,000 for the Rock the South concert. Funds were allotted to parks there for tourism, to help promote, of course, tourism in Coleman. And it was a success last year. Let's hope that it's the same this year. Although, I'll tell you, sometimes you're at the mercy of the weather. And my goodness, thank goodness they didn't schedule that too soon, because everyone would have to wear a coat. Our Governor Robert Bentley, spoke to the Alabama Retired Educators Association's annual meeting in Montgomery yesterday. And of course, since he has signed this law into force here regarding private school tax credits, apparently, I guess the folks weren't too happy with him. Didn't give him much of a reception in his speaking engagement yesterday. But then that was what he expected from them, kind of quiet. But he wanted to show his appreciation, he says, for teachers and what they've done for our state. So I don't know. An Alabama-based religious broadcasting organization, we know them as EWTN, is reviewing its options now after a federal judge dismissed its lawsuit challenging part of the new federal health care law. Apparently, the U.S. District Judge Sharon Lovelace Blackburn threw out the lawsuit filed by the Irondale-based EWTN. The judge says the issue isn't really ready for the courts yet because the rules are constantly changing. What, of course, EWTN was contesting is the fact that by law under this Obamacare that they'd have to provide contraceptives for its employees. And they took issue with that, said it's against their religion and such as that, basically. And speaking of things constantly changing, apparently, I guess, the Society of Actuaries. Now, this is a firm used to analyze the costs of different programs and such. They claim that the biggest driver of health insurance premiums will jump an average of 32% for Americans' individual policies under Obama's overhaul of health care. They don't take sides. They're just saying this is what's going to happen when it comes to premiums. And this pie in the sky thing, whenever you act like Santa Claus, you make all kinds of promises. You can tell when you make any kind of promise. But the question is, can you fulfill it? Usually that's going to fall to somebody else to do that, right? In Hartselle, the Decatur Daily newspaper reporter thrown out of the new Hartselle High School yesterday. And why? Well, because Alabama Building Commission Field Inspector John Vandiver said he wanted the inspection to be complete without any interruptions. They're at the new high school, and they're making sure everything's, kosher and is going to work right. And I don't know. Newspapers don't like it when they have to leave places. The only time that ever was an issue that the newspaper didn't care was when I invited them to a health care authority, a board meeting, whenever I was on the board. And there was things going on that I wanted the newspaper to know. And they wouldn't accept the report. I told him he had to leave. And the Times didn't say a thing. Didn't report a thing. Such hypocrisy. Anyway, as usual, when it comes to predicting and talking about earthquakes, now we've got some tree huggers saying that in 2011, when Oklahoma felt a 5.6 magnitude earthquake, they've got it figured out. They figured out why the quake was caused. They said that it was probably because when oil drilling waste, not fracking now, this is the old traditional way of drilling oil, when that waste was pushed deep underground. This is a team of university and federal scientists making this assessment. Now, tell me, how can they know that when we don't even know when the next quake is going to be? Isn't that amazing that you've got all those doggone people who want to go ahead and make pronouncements? In fact, Oklahoma state seismologists say the quake was natural. And we'll always have those things, will we not? Oh, boy. All right, that's all I've got. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And welcome back. Let's say we give away some prizes.
Let's give them away.
Let's see what we have. We have the day pass to the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. And we also have for our prize today a Papa John's Pizza, large specialty pizza. That's right. You can go get your workout on and then go get your grub on. Cancels out, but it's great. So let's take a look at our merchandise, pay attention to these ads, and we'll ask a question about them. So let's see who we're going to start with today. And we're going to start with Miss Elna Barnett at Barnett Tax Service, where she does electronic filing and bookkeeping services. She has been in business for over 40 years. You can have direct deposit, debit card, or have your pick up your check at the office.
And Borden Family Pharmacy right there on Highway 157. The difference is not when you open their door, but when you open, it's not when you open the bottle, it's when you open the door. That's at Borden Family Pharmacy.
And Renard's Gallery and Gift. If you're looking for jewelry, framing, and prints, contact Renard's Gallery and Gift. They're a local business, and they're located on 1st Avenue Southeast. Also contact them on the web at renardsgallery.com.
Medical Arts Apothecary is a trusted part of your family for 50 years now. It's family-owned business making a difference every day, caring for you and about your family, one block south of the Coleman Courthouse.
And fitness opportunities are available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center, where you can win a day pass for today, a variety of aerobic and cycling classes, an indoor leisure pool, and a whirlpool spa at the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
Baldwin Counseling Center. If you're having problems, you need to talk, you want some privacy, Dr. Howard Rogers is the guy to see. It's just a phone call away at 256-737-3087.
And Autotech with foreign and domestic cars. They also repair and service. Go see David Methman in Vinemont, Alabama on County Road 1354 beside the Ridgemont Community Church.
And the Mint Oreo is the blizzard of the month. You can also get it in a cake form. And it's Oreo cookie pieces crumbled and tumbled with cool mint and some ice cream. Yes.
And if you've been counting on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, you can count on them today. Mullins Body Shop. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim. And that's a look at our merchandise for today. Our telephone number is 734-7399. And our question for today is, one of our advertisers just started advertising this slogan. But where can you get smitten at? Where can you get smitten at? Our telephone number is 734-7399, and this is a fairly new change to their ad. They just recently got this this brand in. But remember that we are giving away a pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center, and we're also giving away a pizza. A whole large pizza, which is not cheap.
No.
I looked at, I got coupons the other day in the mail and was not excited about, well, I was excited about the coupons. Then I went to some of the different stores and realized how much you had to pay to actually get the coupon, and it wasn't worth it. But this is a free pizza. So
That's right.
Give us a call. Call us in 734-7399. We have a caller ready to go. Let's see who's talking to us. Good morning, caller.
Yes.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Luella.
Oh, good morning, Luella. And where can you get smitten at?
I think at the uniform place.
At the Uniform Place. That's the correct answer, Luella. Stay on the line. We'll have someone to get your name and number. And that is right. The Uniform Place has Smitten brand scrubs. So let's take a look at her ad and the rest of our ads today. Pay attention. We'll ask a question about them. Mr. Hicks Menswear, if you're looking for your prom formal wear, contact a trusted source. And this is, of course, Mr. Hicks. They are located on Compass Way Southwest in Coleman, Alabama.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. Bridgestone Firestone dealer. You can have your oil change there, minor engine repair, shocks and brakes check. Go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
And Miss Elna Barnett, serving Coleman for 41 years, and you don't need an appointment is not necessary if you're looking for a last-minute help on your taxes with it coming up on the deadline April 15th. Contact Barnett Tax Service, where they're located one block north of the post office.
There you are. Get smitten at the Uniform Place. New styles and brands arriving for the season. Uniform Place is located at 300 2nd Avenue Southeast, and she has a great selection of uniforms.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergency vehicles. They do local and long distance, large and small towing available. And they are located also on the web, earlsbodyshop.com, and on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service does quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They can do the free e-file. They can do personal, business, corporate, and farm accounts. And they accept credit cards and debit cards.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore has the heavenly gift that fits the season. You can experience God's message this Easter at Yates Chance Christian Bookstore for all of your Easter needs in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
And People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center has those daily specials, and today is, Wednesday, so you get the free fluid level and battery check located at 1107 Catherine Street right there in Coleman.
And spring blooms with the colors of Sorelli. If you're looking for something to spice up your wardrobe in this cold weather, go see Doug Doggett Jewelers, where they have the new arrival of Sorelli happening now.
And Deb's Bookstore, it's your hometown bookstore just down the road where browsers are always welcome. Used books are half price off every day. New books are 20% off at 207 3rd Street Southwest.
And that is a look at our merchandise. Remember to pay attention to those ads because we will be asking a question about them tomorrow to give away some prizes. Now, I think we also have some birthdays we need to look at for to the 27th.
Well, it looks like Steve Wood, who is a minister over at St. John's Evangelical Protestant Church, is going to have a birthday, and he's going to be put into the drawing on Friday, where he has that possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back after these words.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome back to Today on 2. We're trying to show you this picture. There we go.
It is.
This is Tabitha Franklin with her husband and child.
It's her ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend.
And that's
okay.
my son.
And that's your son. Okay.
Tabitha Franklin disappeared a little over 3 years ago, about 3.5 years ago. And her sister-in-law, Stacy White, is visiting with us today. Stacy, welcome to the program.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me here.
Give us the background. What happened?
Okay, well, on August the 13th of 2009, she was at a party at her friend Keith Floyd's house, and she, I guess, got bored at the party and was supposed to have called her ex-boyfriend, Chris Poor Merrill, who supposedly come and pick her up. Basically, his statement is that he came to pick her up, and he took her to a place of business in Hueytown, Alabama. And supposedly he dropped her off and then went to do some errands. This would have been after 8:30 p.m. I don't know a lot of people that run errands at that time of night, but this is what his statement was. Mm-hmm. After he gave the police that statement, he then decided to refrain from stating anymore, hired a lawyer, changed his last name from Poor to Merrill. He's still using a family name, and also got rid of the car that he picked her up in and left state. He now lives in Loves Park, Illinois with a new girlfriend. So he's still a person of interest. The police want to talk to him, and he refuses to give a statement.
So they can't go up and get a statement from him? I mean, is that not possible that they can, because he's out of state now?
They have to have enough evidence. Everything is circumstantial evidence.
I see.
Until they have enough evidence. But someone in Coleman County has to know what happened to her. She disappeared from a party in West Point where a lot of people were at that house. So someone has to know basically what happened to her here in Coleman.
So they know for sure that the ex-boyfriend came to pick her up, but beyond that point, then nobody knows anything other than what he is saying.
Right,
correct?
Exactly.
And so did he tell where she was going? I mean, what, the place that he dropped her, the business that he dropped her?
It was his family business, his construction business.
At 8:30 at night?
At 8:30 at night, mm-hmm.
Okay, all righty.
It was father and son's home construction.
Okay. So she's been missing ever since, correct?
Yes,
and y'all
ma'am.
have no other leads? Has anybody else come forward or anything like this?
There's been several leads generated, especially lately. I want to remind people that there is a $10,000 reward out there offered by the governor's office.
Okay.
And for any information that could help lead to Tabitha or to what happened to her.
Okay.
So someone, I think, knows something, that they've seen her. They may have seen her waiting on the ride. They may have seen her get into the car.
Right.
Somebody saw something. So we just want to see if somebody out there in Coleman can let us know what they know.
Who is the investigating officer right now?
Randy Frost.
Okay. So if people have some information to give, then they should contact him at the sheriff's office? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know that number?
Yes, it's 256-734-0342.
Okay.
So there is reason to believe that Tabitha is still living?
No.
Not really.
You don't think so?
No,
not at this point.
Not at this point. There's no way Tabitha would have been away from her children this long. She was very family oriented about her children, and these children have went through tremendous amounts of pain, and she would have never let her children go through this. So
this is actually a letter that one of the children
her oldest son Dawson wrote her a letter.
Okay.
And told how sad he was that she was gone and how much he missed her, and he just wanted her home.
Yeah.
So
now who has custody of the children right now?
an aunt keeps them right now.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And how many does she have? How many?
She has 3 children.
3 children. And what are their ages?
One's fixing to be 15, but he's 14 right now.
Wow.
And 12 and 10.
Okay. So these children they're old enough to know exactly what's happening and what's going on and stuff.
They are now. When it started out, they were younger, and we had to explain to them that their mom was missing. And then after a few months went by, we had to kind of explain to them that their mom may not come back. They knew she was in an abusive relationship.
Okay.
The ex-boyfriend that picked her up had done this to her.
Oh, my goodness. So the guy that's a suspect, or at least a person of interest, did this to her.
Yes, several months before she went missing, he done that to her.
Oh.
And so the children knew about that. They had also experienced some abuse themselves from him. And so...
wow. Yeah, I'd say he would definitely be a person of interest, right?
Right, and we just know that there's, a lot of this is circumstantial evidence, but there's a lot of circumstantial evidence. We just need some hardcore
answers.
proof,
Some
yes,
answers,
that where she is and what happened to her. So.
Right. Unfortunately, we're all out of time, but if anybody has any information, they can contact the Sheriff's Department and contact Randy Frost.
Right.
And then and possibly get $10,000 if there's a reward out there for anybody who has really good information.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming on today.
Thank
we
y'all
appreciate
for letting me
it.
do this. We just need to, make sure her name is out there in public, and especially here in Coleman, because this is where she came up missing. So.
Right. All right. Good
Thank
luck
y'all.
to you.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank y'all.
We'll have more of Today on 2 right after this.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about the big picture. You have to have a goal. A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world. We choose where the money goes. A trip. An adventure. Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out.
And about the money.
We are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it,
tracking it, doing great things with it. This is business.
Girl business.
The biggest girl-run business in the world. Did you think this was just about cookies?
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Ready to get in shape for summer? Well, join Take Off Pounds Sensibly. You're invited to attend their weekly meetings Tuesday nights at 5:30 in the basement recreation hall of the Benedictine Manor. If you want more information, give Joe a call at 256-734-7428. And the Red Door Cafe Chili Fest Cook-Off will be taking place on April the 6th from 10 until 3, Depot Park. There will be activities for all ages and samples for all. For more information, visit chilifestincoleman.com. And a community-wide sunrise Easter service will take place at the Ave Maria Grotto. Services will begin at 6:30 in the morning. You bring your chairs and you come celebrate the happiest of mornings. And if you have a community billboard you'd like to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or look us up on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
And a quick look at our weather brought to you by Mitch Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Today's forecast, sunny with a high near 52. Tonight, cloudy with a low near 33. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 57. So those temperatures are not relevant to what's going on right now.
Yep.
So let's take a look. Who's going to be our guest for tomorrow?
Miss Ann Mullins will be guaranteed to be here tomorrow.
Ann Mullins. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.